myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man.
Well, Coach, this is playoff football in Chicago. The cold, the wind, the snow, and these Bear fans wouldn't have it any other way here inside historic Soldier Field. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Chicago Bears. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Down, 50, plant.
Good track.
Snap.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run, Devontae Freeman. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
You draw Corker. Lucky. Hey, Alpha. Get it.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Gordon. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
To throw again. Gordon, flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Check it back, check it back.
Jet bombers. Jet bombers. 5.
58 to Mike. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Ready.
To throw on third down. Gordon, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21.
15-1.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Match box, right. Hey, box truck.
58, come on. Watch the pass. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. On 3rd and 2, Gordon. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Not the touchdown they wanted, but, hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I got him. Middle.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Luck on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Lott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making.
And Freeman lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach is talking to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Check 99. Check 99.
Bravo.
Right. Check. 59. Hey, I'm coming.
Get it.
On second down, here's Petty. And some room to work. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Gordon. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Hey, team six. Ready?
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check hot.
Hey, team spill.
Watch the ship.
Hey, echo.
Throwing again. Gordon. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Let's go, D.
Operating from the gun. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready! Tighten up. Pull it together.
To throw is Lott. Got a man. It's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Lott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, Gordon going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gordon. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 50. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, exit. Hey, Delta.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Switch.
6-6, pull it hard. Snap.
Looking to throw. Gordon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 30. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Check out. 190. 54 All day.
Now a first down throw. Luck. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Luck throwing again. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Check out. 140. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Again, Luck. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offense.
And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. From the gun, Gordon. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now Luck. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
12.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck going up top for Miller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Luck now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. Ooh, the juke. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. But it's going to be second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I got it.
Hey, just get it.
To throw again, Gordon. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, dude.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Mike, check.
61, matchbox lights.
Hey, watch this.
On third down, Freeman. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show mom that he gets to play in the game.
Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Love. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Luck now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Luck, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Luck. He finds Robinson. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That's complete to Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Lott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Too low. Look at me. Zipper. 58 to Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, 58 is a Mike. X3. 218, chop it. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. 3 buzz. Bravo. 58 to Mike, 58. 2.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Gordon. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got a man. Complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Gordon. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Gordon. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he fends him off. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
11
On 1st and 10, Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
132 fighter.
From the red zone now, Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Locke. He'll find Miller, that's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Locke. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Locke. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Off the play fake. Gordon. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. This is Freeman. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Gordon. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. What a play. It's a first down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
59.
You must be 61. Hit it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, Echo. Now. Topper.
On first down, Gordon. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Cameron Wake just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Hey, wahoo. Yep.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Back to throw. Gordon. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on first down. Gordon. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On second down, Freeman fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Looking to throw. Gordon. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Down. 90 Wolf.
58 right there.
Go.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Takes 3. 218, chopper.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's get the ball. 58.
Hey, exit.
Mike. Record. 58.
Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. And I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit to hit with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me, I am up. #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit, if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my best.
choppers, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.